I see too much more often than I know when to shut up. They tell me that it's good that I can see these things for what they are. It's not as hard to change it. What has got a hold on me? What stops me from breaking free? I have an addictive personality.
Mike Gilman's torso looked like a road map, with scars laying out routes you wouldn't think that anybody could come back from, but he always did. His destination was true. He would tell me how he would sneak out of his hospital room to go have a ciggy butt. The nurses would go nuts when they found him. When you're fighting cancer, smoking is not the best idea. I didn't know him then. He just told me stories. I was born William Ray Sharp Jr. on June 26, 1980, and we were both in the same hospital. I was quietly entering life, ready to be this loud volcano erupting all over the world, and he was on the other side of the building at death's door, only he wasn't ready to answer that knock. They say blood doesn't necessarily make family. You see, my biological father was a shiftless addict, full of humor and passion, but could never keep a job, and now I guess I know where I get that from. I met him once that I can remember. I didn't like him. I guess that feeling was mutual because when the time came, he signed the papers and let me go. I suppose he didn't want me. I'm okay with that. Mike and I had a bond right away. He and my mom were old friends, and when he'd visit, I wouldn't let him leave. She'd ask what I wanted, and I'd say, "Go with Mike." It's like I knew even before they did. All I remember about the day that my mom and Mike got married was that I dropped a piece of cake on the grass, picked it up, and ate it anyway. Which is kind of fitting, as I was a little boy dropped on the grass, and while obviously Mike didn't eat me, he picked me up and helped make something out of me. I wasn't just going to be a wasted treat made to be stepped on. He signed papers, and I had a dad. He never left. This might come as a shock, but at times I'm not the easiest person to get along with. He still stuck by me. He encouraged me to live, even during times when all that my brain was telling me was that I deserved to die. He never abandoned me, even though by all rights he should have. He stepped into the ring with cancer again, and it didn't end well. He told me once, "Son, cancer is a son of a bitch. I'm not going to give it the satisfaction of killing me." If only. Even as the doctors told him there's nothing more they can do, he grabbed life by the throat and refused to let go. And now I know where my fighting spirit comes from. I've been going by simply Gilman lately. And some have asked why, and at first I didn't know either until it hit me. The most important part of my name is the part that I share with him. So now I choose to be Gilman, because Gilman chose me.
In retrospect, I see where I went wrong, but it's too late to correct it. I see I learned from this, but I know better. I'm sure I'll screw up again.
I saved the hardest one for last.